Hi guys. So as you can see, I have a package in front of me. I have signed up for the Reddit gift exchange with the intent of opening any packages I receive on camera. I let the person who's sending me these gifts know this, of course, so that they could send me things that were appropriate for doing unboxings. With this one, I got a little excited and opened it before I remembered that I had intended to open it on camera, but the note inside said that the gifter intends to send me a second gift, and that this is just the first one, and that they are not sure when the second one will come. So I just wanted to make sure that I at least filmed one of these before Christmas, because I really have no idea whether the second one is going to arrive after Christmas or not, and I am actually not going to be home in the direct period of time around Christmas. So this is less of an unboxing than I'd like it to be, but I didn't actually open the thing itself, so I know what it is, so it's not a surprise. But I didn't open the thing, so it kind of is a surprise. I'll show you in just a moment. So this is from the School of Life. The School of Life is I don't really know what to call them. I guess they're a company because they sell things. But they also put videos on YouTube, which I often watch, that are about, life. And it's very much based in introspection, which is why I like them so much. And it's the kind of thing where if you like the videos that I've made about psychology and introspection, you might like these guys. They talk a lot about philosophy, psychology, knowing yourself, and stuff like that. So they have these sets of cards that are meant for, self-exploration, and, they have a set that's meant for exploring relationships, where you and a partner would go through the cards and answer questions. And this is something that I always thought would be good, both for myself and for use with clients. In fact, a lot of the things that they sell are good for use with clients. So, before I open this, I want to find the note that was sent. Which one of these is the note? Alright. Okay, just wanted to check it didn't have any personal information on it. Hi, Turquoise Dog. I decided to cheat and grab something off your wish list, but I thought it was cool and you might enjoy it. I've got one more thing on the way, no prime. It should take a while, and I didn't cheat for that one. Mr. Big Nugget. So I think based on the name, I can assume that the person who sent these gifts is male. So I'm going to use he for that reason. But anyway, so sorry about that, but what I was getting at was this was something that I had put on my Amazon wish list, because, like I said, it's something that I could use for clients as well as just look through myself, but also it sounds like the second thing I get isn't going to be something on my list, so that will be a true surprise. So let's move the plastic wrap and see what's in store for us here. If I can manage to do so without ruining anything. Let's see. Did that work? Yeah, put this aside. Know yourself. Cards for self-exploration. It's hard to understand who we really are, what we want, how we feel, and why we react as we do. This lack of self-knowledge can be trouble, for it makes us get into the wrong relationships, pick unsatisfactory jobs, or spend money unwisely. No wonder Socrates summed up all the counsel of philosophy in just 2 words. Know yourself. These cards are designed to assist us in a journey of self-knowledge. They present us with a range of ideas and questions that can help us to understand ourselves better. It contains 60 prompt cards. So, let's see. Sorry about that. I hope you guys didn't hear the doorbell sound, but anyway, let's see what these cards are like. Oh, and at the bottom, theschooloflife.com. Let me have you zoom in on that. Oh, come on. There we go. That's the website where you can find all of this stuff. I feel like the fact that this is a Reddit gift exchange makes it obvious that I'm not getting paid or getting sent free stuff by them, but yeah, I just really like their stuff. The School of Life is dedicated to exploring life's big questions. How can we fulfill our potential? Can work be inspiring? Why does community matter? Should relationships last a lifetime? We don't have all the answers, but we'll direct you towards a variety of useful ideas, from philosophy to literature, psychology to the visual arts, that are guaranteed to stimulate, provoke, nourish, and console. So it looks like they just have a whole bunch of cards. What are things that would deeply alarm your loved ones if they knew them about you? In the back it says, it's okay to have a secret self. We are trying not to scare those we love. So I like that they have these little things on the back, and it looks like there are blanks with the intent that you can write in the answers. At least that's what my interpretation of this is, but I like how they also, because by this question you might be a little bit startled when thinking about this and feel like, oh no, I'm hiding stuff from people I love, but on the back it sort of reassures you that this is okay. Someone has annoyed you. What do you say? 1. You are so annoying when. Or 2. You make me feel annoyed when. Psychologists love the second way of putting it. They tell us that it's at the heart of good communication, describing the impact others have on you rather than declaring them to be this or that in absolute terms means that people around us get less defensive and are more likely to listen. Self-knowledge means recognizing what belongs to you and what belongs to others. So this is an idea that I've learned about in my classes to teach to people, particularly in couples therapy. The statements then are usually put differently, like rather than you make me feel annoyed, you take ownership by saying I feel annoyed when. And these statements are called I statements. So this is something that we usually have clients do and try and, like the card said, to promote good communication. Although, like I said, I would say I feel annoyed, because you make me feel annoyed still kind of puts the blame on the other person, like it's your fault that I am annoyed. Let me just go with we'll have one last card that we'll read through. List 5 ways in which you are, after all, quite difficult to live with. A good partnership is not so much one between 2 healthy people. There aren't many of these on the planet. It's one between two demented people who have had the skill or luck to find a non-threatening, conscious accommodation between their relative insanities, in large part because they have good grasp of how they are difficult to live with. So this is a good example of understanding parts of you that other people find difficult, or as some people might say, understanding your own flaws. Having this sort of greater understanding of yourself can help, like I said, with your relationships with others. I don't generally like the word flaws because for some people, what is a flaw is for another person a strength. Like there are certainly people who find sensitivity, for example, to be a flaw, and others who find it to be a strength. It really just depends on how it manifests between those two people. A particularly sensitive person with, say, one friend might come across as, oh, you're always very sad about things. You're very sensitive. You're always sad about things. You get very emotional, and I don't really like it. And another person might say, wow, you're so in touch with the feelings of others, and I really like that. So it really is just a dynamic between two people, and not necessarily a flaw, so to speak. I like to think of them as traits for that reason, but, ways that you are difficult to live with, similarly would depend. You might think of the stereotypical messy roommate, but if you are living with someone who is just as messy, then it might be refreshing for a messy person to live with a messy person, because, again, this guy might be very messy, and this guy might want to clean up all the time, and that makes them feel bad about their behavior. But if they lived with this person instead, who is also very messy, then it might be okay, because if this person lived with a clean person, then they would feel bad about them. And so having two people who have the same trait, it might be better. So, or in some cases, the opposite situation works when this person loves cleaning up, and it's might not be a difficult thing at all to have one person be messy if the other person really enjoys cleaning up and doesn't see it as a problem. So, yeah, those are just some things to think about. Questions: 5 ways in which you are difficult to live with. What do you say when someone has annoyed you? And what things would alarm your loved ones if they knew them about you? My intention was to tell you guys to answer these questions in the comments below, but I also understand that they can be deeply personal, especially this one, so you don't have to if you don't want to. Although maybe listing one way in which you might be difficult to live with, a minor way, if you would like, would be a good sort of general prompt for you guys, something to think about. Alright. So, thanks again to my gifter from Reddit, and to the rest of you guys. I will see you guys next time.